If you're visiting Disney's Animal Kingdom, these are 5 foods that you need to try. Hello from Animal Kingdom. This park has some of the best and most unique food finds on Disney property. It's actually my favorite park to eat in. After extensive testing, trying all of the food in the park, today I am sharing my top 5 favorite things to eat in Animal Kingdom. Whether you've been here 100 times or it's your first visit, this list is here to help you guys make sure you're hitting all the good stops. This list goes in no particular order, but let's head to our first stop. And our first stop is at none other than the Nomad Lounge. And in case you're wondering what time it is that we are at Nomad, it is 10:30. We rope dropped the Nomad Lounge, and of course you have to do that when you're with Bethany.
Rope Drop Cocktail Club. That's the way to go.
Rope drop and Nomad for cocktails and churros, but the churros are on the list. The cocktails are just like an added bonus. But if you are wondering what my favorite beverage here is at the Nomad Lounge, it is the Hightower Rocks. It's like a watermelon margarita. So refreshing. The main event is here. The first thing on our list, the churros. They're served with a vanilla crema and a seasonal sauce for $10. To my surprise, they changed up the sauces a little bit. They always used to have like a strawberry sauce and then the vanilla sauce, but I guess recently they changed it to a chocolate sauce, and I never really am like the biggest fan of the chocolate sauce that they have here. I prefer the strawberry. I prefer the OG spicy strawberry sauce that they used to have here. We combined it with the vanilla. It was so good, but we're gonna try this chocolate one and see how it is. Let's go for a dunk in the chocolate sauce.
These are really good.
I'm not really digging the chocolate sauce that much. It's very, very bitter, which I usually like a bitter dark chocolate, but that's not talking about the churros. The churros themselves are fantastic as always. They're so buttery and light. Another really great thing about these churros is that they are gluten-free. So if any of my friends out there have a gluten allergy, you can come over to the Nomad Lounge and get yourself gluten-free churros. And to my friends, even without a gluten allergy, these are fantastic. The best churros at Disney World. I want to try a bite with the churro dunked in the chocolate sauce and then the vanilla. The vanilla sauce is usually better than the chocolate, from what I've found. Still missing the strawberry, but the vanilla is definitely where it's at here. When you mix it with the chocolate, you could do like a little double dunk, chocolate and vanilla at the same time. Delicious. There is nothing quite like sitting on the patio out here on a beautiful day, enjoying a nice beverage and some churros. One of my favorite things to do out of all of the Disney parks. And yeah, these churros are just the icing on the cake. They're so good. If you're coming to Animal Kingdom, a stop at the Nomad Lounge is 100% necessary, and these churros you must order if you come. And while I do highly recommend you coming and getting a table outside at the Nomad Lounge, there is another option for you. If you wanted to get the churros, you could come to this little walk-up counter at the bar and you can order your churros right here to go. Our second stop of the day brings us to Pandora, where we are here for probably the most iconic drink in the park. Of course, I am talking about the Night Blossom from Pongu Pongu. Now, there are 2 versions of the Night Blossom that you can choose from. You can choose the Night Blossom with no alcohol right there, or you can choose the Rum Blossom, which is just the Night Blossom, but with some added rum. This is the Night Blossom. It's layers of apple and desert pear limeade topped with boba balls for $6.79. If you come to Pandora, you are going to see a ton of people walking around with this beautiful beverage. And how awesome does this look? Like, it's just such a pretty drink. It's almost too pretty to drink, but it's not because it's so good. It's so good. It's so refreshing. It is very sweet. So let me give you like that little warning. It's very sweet. It's tart. The desert pear in there it's such a great flavor with the green apple. It really mixes well. I also love the addition of the boba balls in there. I love getting one kind of up the straw there. But yeah, this is like a great drink. It's so iconic to the land. If you are coming to Pandora, especially if you're coming for the first time, you must get a Night Blossom. The only downside to getting this is that it gives you a brain freeze so easily, so make sure you don't drink it that fast. This time I decided to get the Night Blossom without the rum. It's definitely a good price increase. It's almost like $10 more, almost $10 more to get it with the rum. So it's quite a bit for just like a shot of rum. But you know, any way you get this Night Blossom, you are going to enjoy it, especially on a super hot day. Today isn't too hot, but it's still very, very refreshing. But on these hot Animal Kingdom days, you guys probably know how hot Animal Kingdom gets. I think it's like the hottest park at Disney World, to be honest. And nothing hits quite like a Night Blossom on a very, very warm Animal Kingdom day. While I'm talking about my top 5 foods at Animal Kingdom, I want to show you my #1 shirt to wear to Animal Kingdom. my Kilimanjaro Safari shirt, one of my all-time faves from Shop LBV. If you guys would like to purchase this shirt, link's going to be down below in the description, and I highly recommend it. It's perfect for your Animal Kingdom trip. Well, we don't have to move far for stop number 3. We're staying in Pandora, hitting up Satuli Canteen. As the Night Blossom is like the most iconic drink in Animal Kingdom, I feel like the cheeseburger pods are definitely one of the most iconic foods in the park as well. These are the cheeseburger steamed pods. They're stuffed with ground beef, ketchup, mustard, pickle, and cheddar cheese, served with a crunchy vegetable slaw and vegetable chips for $13.29. If you weren't in the mood for this big of a meal, they also do offer the cheeseburger pods as a kid's meal. It just comes with 1 pod opposed to the 2 that the adult meal comes with. And I almost wish they would kind of like serve the pods as a grab and go option over at Pongu Pongu. I feel like that'd be like such a great addition to the menu over there and make it easier to get your hands on these, because you do have to pretty much place a mobile order to come to Satuli. They also have like a walk up so you can place your order if you just walk up, but the line is always very, very long for that, and you always have to wait a little bit for a mobile order to be ready. So I wish they had them over there, but still, we got them from right here at Satuli Canteen. Let's go for a bite of these. So good. This is one of those iconic snacks that like truly, truly lives up to the hype. Think of a McDonald's McDouble, but just in like the most pillowy, soft bao bun you'll ever eat in your life. It really does taste like a cheeseburger. You get a little bit of that mustard flavor in there for sure. A little bit of that pickle. I happen to love pickles, so this is like just perfect for me. I think the flavor is like, that's the best part for me, the pickle flavor. If you don't like pickles, there's a chance you might like these, but there's also a chance that you don't, because you can taste the pickle. I want to assure you that. But yeah, the bao itself is just like so soft and chewy, just the perfect consistency that every bao should be. And that filling, I mean, you really can't go wrong. If there was a little bit more cheese in here, this would be like one of the best things to eat at any of the parks, but still, it is absolutely delicious. A must get if you're coming to Animal Kingdom. It's also served with these amazing chips. They're almost like kettle chips, but they're like seasoned. You can see all the seasoning on there. It's almost a Cajun seasoning, I'll say. Chips are amazing. The slaw is just like this amazing vinegar-based slaw here. I actually love the slaw. You know what'd be good? Let's do a little combo. Let's add some of the slaw to the cheeseburger pod. That's a good combo. Adds a little bit of sweetness. These are just delicious. Now, if you wanted to come to Satuli and still eat in Pandora, but you weren't a fan of the cheeseburger pods, you didn't want to order them, Satuli Canteen also has some of the best food in the park. They have these bowls that are similar to like Chipotle bowls. You can get like chicken, beef. I think they have tuna and shrimp as well, with noodles or rice and beans or salad, or there's like a sweet potato hash. Kind of like build your own bowl a little bit. It's fresh, it's healthy, it's delicious. And they also have a little kids menu item that is fantastic. It's a hot dog wrapped in this like sweet kind of bun. It's almost similar to a bao bun in what they wrap it to, or like a crescent roll, but it's sweet. That kid's hot dog is fantastic. Honestly, anything here at Satuli is really, really good. So if you're coming to Animal Kingdom, Satuli Canteen is a must stop. Now that I'm a little more than halfway done with my top 5 list, I want to take this time to ask you guys what your top 5 snacks are for Animal Kingdom, what your top 5 snacks that you would recommend someone try here in the park. Let me know down below in the comments. Our 4th stop of the day is at Flame Tree BBQ, where they are serving up a bunch of really good, I bet you could guess, barbecue. This stop at Flame Tree was a toss-up for me. I was between 2 things that I was gonna add to my list, the loaded mac and cheese and the loaded fries. Both are really, really good, but I ultimately decided on the mac and cheese because you guys know, I love mac and cheese. This is the baked macaroni and cheese with pulled pork. It's baked mac and cheese topped with smoked pulled pork, onion rings, and coleslaw for $12.49. I am joined by Promise for this one. She's here reviewing the entire menu at Flame Tree BBQ, and of course on the menu is the baked macaroni and cheese, loaded mac and cheese. So
I've never had it before. I'm super pumped to try it.
It's good. You are in for a treat. I'm going around the coleslaw. So this has mayo on it. So there's mayo and coleslaw. So I'm eating around the slaw today. We got ourselves a nice big bite, baked mac and cheese.
Why is it so good? What do they put in it? Is it the barbecue sauce?
I think it's the barbecue sauce. The barbecue sauce is so like sweet and smoky. And you get a bite of that pulled pork, and the pulled pork is so well cooked. You can really taste the smoke coming through that. Oh, look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that piece.
Like, look at that.
You can
piece of
see the
pork.
smoke ring around that pork. It's so delicious, topped with onion rings. This is an absolute must try in Animal Kingdom. Now that mac and cheese is topped with so much, including these onion rings here. A really great beer battered onion ring you got here. They used to be like panko breaded and fried. Recently they changed them up to be like beer battered onion rings. They used to be better, they're still delicious. And I love that they come on top of the pulled pork mac and cheese. It's a whole meal in one. You eat it all together. Seriously, I just love getting this. All right, it is time for our final stop of the day, which is actually going to be at Yak Yeti, the sit-down restaurant. Yak Yeti is actually one of my all-time favorite restaurants here at Disney World, and they have a dish on the menu that you cannot miss if you're coming to Animal Kingdom. Now, I actually consider this food from Yak Yeti to be probably like the best appetizer at all of Disney World, if not the best. It's definitely up there, and I'm talking about the ahi tuna nachos. These ahi tuna nachos are a shareable dish. They have sushi-grade ahi tuna, Asian slaw, crispy fried wontons, wasabi aioli, and a sweet soy glaze for $21.99. Now you may be looking at these videos saying, hey, that doesn't look like nachos. Why are the chips on the side? And that is because that is my secret menu hack. Every time I come to Yak Yeti, I order the ahi tuna nachos, but I always order the chips on the side. Personally, I feel like they always give you like a little bit more if you do that. And also, it's like way easier to eat, way easier to share. I prefer to like scoop the toppings up with the wonton chip instead of just have it kind of all piled up on top of there. Things get soggy, your hands get messy. It's just easier to eat this way, so I always recommend to order the chips on the side. Another hack for you, if you did not like seafood, you can also get these nachos with chicken. So you could get like chicken nachos. It'll be served the same way, just instead of the tuna, you can get chicken. My mom always says that because she doesn't like tuna. Another reason to order the chips on the side is if you run out, you can just order more. And these chips are so good. They're like wonton chips. They're so crispy and like light and airy. Let's load one up with some of the toppings there. Cheers. Cheers. Now you can totally just eat this on its own like a salad. Like if you didn't want the chips, I feel like this would be like maybe keto without the chips, because it's literally like lettuce and slaw and veggies and then the tuna on top with all the sauces. But these chips are really what make it for me. It's so perfect when you get everything on there. If you like tuna, I'm telling you, you absolutely have to get these nachos.
This is like baby's first ahi tuna nacho, so.
Oh, that's good. That is delicious. The combination of everything together, that is so good. The tuna is phenomenal. This is the hack though. Ordering the chips on the side. No notes, Kristen, no notes.
I really cannot believe that Bethany has never tried these before. She's been to Yak Yeti, and everything on the menu is really good. I love getting the garlic noodles, the Korean fried chicken, the lo mein. Honestly, everything I've had here is good. The burger is really good here. But these nachos are what keep me coming back every single time. If you are in Animal Kingdom, come over to Yak Yeti. Come get yourself these nachos. You will not regret it. Now that I've shown you guys the top 5 foods to get in Animal Kingdom, I have to give you guys some honorable mentions, some things that I thought about that might have made the list, but just missed by a little. Honorable mention number 1 is the grilled African corn. I think that's what it was called, the African spice corn from right here. The reason it did not make this list, it honestly might have been like my previous number 1 thing to eat in Animal Kingdom, but it's not on this list anymore because they stopped grilling it. There's no grill here anymore. There used to be a grill. They grilled it fresh. They put a ton of like this African spice blend on it that was so good. And ever since they don't grill it, it just doesn't hit the same. They're not putting as much spice anymore. You can't kind of customize it and add more spice. So the corn has changed. And until they bring that grill back, until it comes back to its former glory, the corn is off the list. Honorable mention number 2 is right here at Terra Treats, the pizza. I think the pizza here at Terra Treats is probably the best pizza on Disney property, with Connections Eatery coming in the number 2 spot for best pizza. The pizza here is super underrated, and oftentimes they have a specialty pizza that is killer. Just recently, it was the s'mores pizza, and I made a video on that. It was so good. It had like a brown butter sauce on the bottom, then the chocolate, the marshmallow, and graham crackers on top. The crust is always so good. It's like a light, airy. It's almost like a grandma's pizza. It's thicker than a regular pizza, and it's a square, but it's not quite a Sicilian pizza. A little bit thinner, like a grandma-style pie, but man, the pizza here is always good. Also, like, a couple months back, they had a Thai sweet chili pizza with pork on it. That was amazing as well. Right now, they have a buffalo chicken pizza. I haven't tried that yet, but I am sure it's very good. Keep in mind that Terra Treats does close at 3 o'clock, so if you were looking to come over here and get yourself a slice of pizza, got to get here a little bit early. But if you do come get a slice of pizza, try the specialty one or just the regular. They have a regular cheese pizza or pepperoni. It's always very, very good here. It just misses the list though. Since I am here with another Disney foodie, I want Bethany's opinion on the top 5 things that she would recommend people to get in Animal Kingdom. We need a second opinion here.
Okay, so I did write notes on this because I wanted to, okay, one, the buffalo chicken chips. I get why you don't like them. I understand that, but they're on my list. I do agree with you on the cheeseburger pods. I think they're delicious. One that I know we both like, the chicken nuggets at Nomad Lounge.
Oh, those chicken nuggets. I thought about them. Bethany got them today from Nomad Lounge. They're the best chicken nuggets at Disney World, for sure.
You had the churros, which are great, but I love the chicken nuggets. I am going to put an asterisk and say the corn at Harambe Market, like fruit market. Yes, it's not grilled anymore, and this might make Kristen's list, but, and then finally, the tuna nachos.
Wow!
I think your hack is so good.
Okay, that was the one Bethany said I would be surprised at. That was her first time having them, and I guess she loved them that much that they made her top 5 list.
They did, and I think they're good where you get the nachos on the side. Mm-hmm. It's a genius move.
I'm honored. Give me a pat on the back. Well, thank you guys so much for coming along with me to explore my top 5 favorite eats in Animal Kingdom. Again, let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with me on my top 5. Maybe you agree with Bethany. Let me know in the comments. Let me know your top 5 and what you think. I want to shout out my Patreon subscribers: Angela, Ashley, Barbara, the Calcanes family, Catherine, Lindsay, Misty, Shelby, Adam and Jen, Ann, Brittany, Karis, Chelsea, Carol, Danielle, Marcel, Dante, Dustin and Nancy, Emily, Ethan, John Paul, Christina, Leah, Tori, Lisa, the Martell family, Michael, Pickle, the Latham Thomas family, Tracy, Wayne, Jermaine, Eric, the Weaver family, Jen and Gary, Stephen and Andrea. Hopefully you guys are able to use this list to see what you should eat on your next trip to Animal Kingdom. I know this vlog was like a little bit different than the usual vlog, but I'm going to try and do these for every park, Disney Springs, maybe even the resorts. Who knows what we'll get to. But make sure to hit that subscribe button to see the next one if you like this video. Bye guys.